Yeah, last week we had started with the basics of equations, basic of linear equations. Now in this week what we are going to do is we'll move ahead and we'll move to some basics regarding the quadratic equation. We are going to move ahead with the basics of quadratic equation. This is clear to all the students. So welcome back. We start our lecture. Now, first of all, we'll go through the definition of quadratic equation. What is the definition of quadratic equation? A quadratic function or say a quadratic equation, okay, is in form of, now see, f stands for function of x. So quadratic function equals to ax square plus bx plus c. So the equation in form of ax square plus bx plus c is your quadratic equation. This deals with power of 2. Basically what you have to remember is the equation whose highest power, the equation whose highest power or the highest degree, okay, highest degree is 2. Highest degree is 2. Equation whose highest degree is 2 is quadratic equation. The highest degree is 2 is a quadratic equation. Now here a, b and c are real numbers and value of a should not be equal to 0. So that means value of a here should not be equal to 0. The coefficient associated with square of x. The expression ax square plus bx plus c is called a quadratic expression or the quadratic equation. Understood? So the equation whose highest degree is 2 is called a quadratic equation. A quadratic function is an equation with any degree of 2. So any degree of 2. A quadratic equation is a trinomial expression because in the standard form it adds up to 3 terms. Now check, this is in the standard form. When you write, okay, you write it as ax square plus bx plus c. So here how many terms are involved? Check, 1, 2 and 3. There are 3 terms involved. So quadratic equation is also is a trinomial. Understood? It is a trinomial expression because in the standard form it adds up to 3 terms. The highest power of any term of the polynomial. Now if you want, what is degree? So it's talking regarding the degree. Okay, so what is the degree? The degree is the highest power of any term of the polynomial. Trinomial, the polynomial with 3 terms. So the polynomial which has got 3 terms, okay, is called the trinomial. A quadratic equation has the form ax square plus bx plus c. So what do you have to remember? Okay, it is in form of ax square plus bx plus c. Methods of solution. The numbers that satisfy the equation are called the solutions or the roots. So what is the solution or the roots? So it is what? It is basically the numbers that satisfy the equation. Satisfy the equation meaning what? Here basically you should get LHS. Okay, LHS equals to RHS. This is what LHS equals to RHS. Satisfy the equation LHS equals to RHS. Okay. The various method of solving quadratic equation is factorization, completing the square method, and using the quadratic formula. So there are three methods of solving a quadratic equation. Okay, it is factorization, completing the square method, and using the quadratic formula. So we are going to study each one of them in detail. We are going to study each one of them in details. So factorization method. So this factorization method basically is called as splitting the middle term. Basically, it's called the splitting the middle term and getting the factors. Now this method you have studied last year, 9th standard you had this. Actually, you are studying this, okay, since 7th standard, but last year also you had this. So it's just basically a revision of that. Factorize ax square plus bx plus c. Suppose you have to factorize ax square plus bx plus c. So if ax square plus bx plus c equals to, check, rx plus p in bracket sx plus q, then the solutions of the equation are x equals to minus p upon r and x equals to minus q upon s. We are going to look this more in details with an example. So if you go through the example, you will understand it much better, that what sir is talking about. Now what happens here is, check examples. X square minus 2x minus 15 equals to 0. You have to factorize this. So basically, what is the middle term here? Your middle term is minus 2x. What is your middle term? It's minus 2x. So you're going to split this minus 2x. Now how you're going to split this minus 2x? Okay, so what you will do is, you'll get the product. Okay, you will get the product. You will multiply coefficient of x square. Now here by default coefficient of x square is 1 with the constant number, that is what, 15. Okay. You're going to multiply 1 with 15. So what you are going to get? You'll get 15. You get that as 15. Now, you will go with factors of 15. Now, factors of 15 are 5, 3, say 115. Okay. You will not get more than that. Now, here, check, middle sign is what? Negative. When the middle sign is negative, that means the two numbers which you will get as the factors. Out of that, the bigger number is what? Negative. Your bigger number is what? Negative. Okay. So this minus 5 and 3, okay, is going to give you 2. It's going to give you 2. So yes, this is applicable. So that means the factors or this minus 2x. Now you are going to split that as minus 5x, okay, and 2x. Now we are going to split that as minus 5x and 3x. So x square minus 2x minus 15 equals to 0. Okay, equals to 0. Now how we are going to write that as? We'll be writing that as, check, minus 5x plus
Hello, Vikrant sir.
yeah ma'am, yeah.
Yeah, you're not audible.
I'm not audible. Now is my voice clear, ma'am?
Now it's clear.
Okay, now it's clear, na? Okay, see now x square minus 5x plus 3x, okay, minus 15. You get that as minus 15, which is already there. Minus 15 equals to 0. Okay, you get that as minus 15. Minus 15 equals to 0. So you'll now, what you're going to do is check here, minus 15, okay, equals to 0. Now here, you'll remove x common from the first two terms, and here you'll remove 3 common. Understood? So when you remove x common from first two terms, okay, get that as x into bracket x minus 5, okay, and here you'll get that as plus 3 common x minus 5. Plus 3 common, you'll get that as x minus 5. Plus 3 common, you'll get that as x minus 5. And that you will write equal to 0. So again you'll get x minus 5 common for both. So x minus 5 comes out. Now you're left out with x plus 3. And that is equals to what? 0. Get that as x minus 5 into x plus 3 equals to 0, as in this case. So now what you will do is individually you'll take x minus 5 equals to 0, or x plus 3 equals to 0. So we've got x minus 5 equals to 0, or x plus 3 equals to 0. So with help of this, what is value of x? What is value of x? Minus 5, when it goes to the other side, is going to become plus 5. So x equals to 5. And here what you will get, x equals to plus 3, when it goes to the other side becomes minus 3. So x equals to 5 or x equals to minus 3. You will get that. You get that as x equals to 5 or x equals to minus 3. Is this clear to all the students? Hope there are no doubts here. We'll move ahead to the next question. See the next question here, the next equation. 2x square minus 7x plus 3. Come on, you have to start solving this. You have to start solving this. So you are going to split minus 7x. You are going to split this middle term. That is minus 7x. Now how you are going to split that? Coefficient of x square will be multiplied with what? The constant. So 2 into 3 will give you 6. So now what are the factors of 6? It's 3, 2, 1, 6. Understood? It's 3, 2, 1, 6. So these are the two pairs. Now out of that, which one you are going to apply? You have to check the addition of these two or subtraction will give you 7. Will give you 7. Understand? Now check. If you subtract or if you add, you're not getting 7 here. But check. If you add this to 6 plus 1, you're getting 7. So you're going to apply 1 and 6. But what happens here is your middle number is negative. You've got negative sign over here. And your constant term is got positive sign. Understood? Last is negative and the middle term is negative and the constant term is positive. So that means both the terms which are going to consider, will have negative sign. So that means 7x. Okay. Or check this, minus 7x could be written as minus 1x. Okay. Minus 6. This way you are going to split minus 7x. Is this clear to all the students? Is this understood to all the students? Hope there are no doubts. 2 participants have raised their hands. Okay. You just solve your doubts with them. Okay. So in this way, you're going to split minus 7. Now you'll substitute that, and you'll start substitute that. So how you're going to do? So what happens here is, check, 2x square would come as it is, 2x square, now minus 1x minus 6x plus 3 equals to 0. Understood? You get that as 2x square minus 1x minus 6x plus 3 equals to 0. In this way, you have split the middle term, that is minus 7x. Now what you will do is, you will move ahead. Now you will find common terms. What you are going to do? You will find the common terms. Now how you are going to do common terms? So from 2x and this x, from 2x and this x, you are going to remove x common. You are going to remove x common. So x is out. Okay, x is out. Now from this 2, from 2x square, if x goes out, you're left out with 2x. You're left out with 2x. Okay, minus 1. See, I have not done this intentionally. See, I have not prepared this slide with all this intentionally because I wanted to show it to you. Now here, now from minus 6x plus 3, minus 6x plus 3, what you'll get? You'll get 3 common. Okay, so when 3 comes out, okay, remove minus 3 out because here you want in between negative sign, no? So remove minus 3 out. So when minus 3 comes out, okay, you are left out with 2x minus 1. And that is equals to 0. That is equal to what? So x into 2x minus 1 minus 3 into 2x minus 1 equals to 0. We've got 2x minus 1, 2x minus 1 out. So that 2x minus 1 comes out. You're left out with this x here and minus 3. Understood? So what is your answer? 2x minus 1 into x minus 3 equals to 0. So 2x minus 1 into x minus 3 equals to 0. So with help of this, you'll get x minus 3 equals to 0 and 2x minus 1 equals to 0. So what you will do is, you'll move minus 3 to the other side. When minus 3 comes to the other side, what do you get? You get that as x equals to 3. Understood? Check x equals to. And check, first you'll remove minus 1 to the other side. You'll get 2x equals to 1. Now you want value of x only now, so x equals to what? 1 upon 2. X equals to what? It's 1 upon 2. Is this clear to all the students? Any difficulty, students? You all can raise your hands so that before moving to the next, we'll solve this. Okay, nobody has raised the hand, so that means you all have understood. We'll move ahead. Okay, we'll move ahead. Now, sometimes what happens is, you all are given, instead of trinomial, okay, instead of a trinomial, okay, you'll be given a binomial. So this kind here, there won't be any middle term. Okay, now check this kind of question. Okay, will be asked. So to find value of x for this equation, 40 equals to x squared plus 4. Now this is not in the standard form. It is not in the standard form, but still we can solve this. Now how you are going to solve this? So what you have to do is, we'll try to remove the constant terms and the terms with the variable, we'll try to keep it as. Now the constant term here is what? 4. Okay, inside of x square. So you'll try to eliminate plus 4. Now in order to eliminate plus 4, you subtract minus 4 on both the sides, or simply what you will do is, you will shift 4 to the other side. When 4 it goes to the other side, it's going to become minus 4. What it is going to become? It is going to become minus 4. So when it becomes minus 4, so what you'll get? 40 minus 4. So what is 40 minus 4? 40 minus 4 is 36 equals to x square. Now you want value of x. You want value of x, you don't want value of x square. Okay, so you need to remove square. So when you're going to remove the square, okay, you need to take the square root on both the sides. You have to take square root on both the sides. Okay. So for square root, what happens is you get two answers. For square root, you get two answers. Understood? So that is what it is, plus or minus 6. It is what, plus or minus 6. Is this clear to all the students? Is it clear to all the students? Any difficulty in understanding this? Any difficulty in understanding this? You all can let me know. Let's solve one more question of this type. We'll solve one more question of this type. Check. The question is 25x square equals to 9. The question is 25x square equals to 9. Again, what you're going to do is, you take 25 to the other side, or you'll eliminate 25. Now, in order to eliminate 25, what you need to do is, you are going to divide both the sides with 25. You're going to divide both the sides with 25. Okay, you're going to divide both the sides with what? 25. So after dividing that with 25, what you're going to get? What you're going to get, tell me, what you're going to get? You get x square equals to 9 upon 25. Or 25 simply will move to the other side. Okay, will become 9 upon 25. Now after that, what happens is, we'll remove the square root. What you're going to do, you're going to remove the square root. As you're going to remove the square root, what happens? You're going to get the two answers, positive and negative. You know, when you remove the square root, you basically get two answers. So x equals to 3 upon 5, plus or minus. Is this clear to all the students? Any doubts? You all can raise your hands so that I can answer your doubts. Okay. We'll solve one more question with respect to this. Check. It is 1 upon 4 x square equals to 9. Come on, students, start solving this. Now here what happens is 4 in the denominator will go to the numerator. Or simply as 4 is in the denominator, we'll multiply both the sides with what? Multiply both the sides with. Understood? So what happens here is 4 and 4 is going to get cancelled. Understood? 4 and 4 is going to get cancelled here. Check this, 4 and 4 is going to get cancelled, and 9 into 4 is going to become 36. So what you have got? You have got x square equals to 36. What you have got? You have got x square equals to 36. So what is value of x? Remove the square root. For getting value of x, you have to remove the square root. Now when you remove the square root, what happens? You'll get two answers. Okay, you'll get two answers, positive and negative. Remember, when you remove the square root, always, remember this, when you remove the square root, okay, you'll get two answers, positive as well as negative. So here, value of x equals to plus or minus 6. What it is? It's plus or minus 6. Is this clear to all the students? Any doubts still here? Now check one more question. 5n square plus 10 equals to 0. 5n square, okay, plus 10 equals to 0. Again, what you will do is you will eliminate 10, or you will shift 10 to the other side. So what you are going to get? You're going to get that as minus 5n square equals to minus 10, because check, this negative sign is already there with 5. So minus 5n square equals to minus 10. Now what you will do is you will shift minus 5 to the other side. You will shift minus 5 to the other side. Now as it is in multiplication relation, check. This is multiplication relation. So when it goes to the other side, it is going to become divide. It is going to become divide. So what you will get? N square equals to 2. Now what happens here is, check. Minus 10 is already there. And minus 5 goes to the other side. So divided by minus 5. So minus minus gets cancelled off. 10 upon 5. So 10 upon 5 is what? 2. Now this is value of n square. This is not value of n. Check. This is value of n square. In order to get value of n, what you need to do? You need to remove the square root. So n equals to plus or minus root 2. What is value of n? N equals to plus or minus root 2. Is this clear to all the students? Any doubts till here? Any doubts, students? Now we'll move ahead. Now we'll move to solving the quadratic equations by completing the square method. Before that, just let me check who is raised the hand. There were 6 students raising the hands. Now there is no one. Yes, Farhan, Nishchay, Rupali, Anjali, Shweta. Any doubts, students? Come on, let me know.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yes,
Beta.
sir.
Yes, ask Beta, ask.
So, could you please explain one more time how plus and minus both are came?
Where?
That previous.
Okay, for previous one, na?
Yeah.
Yeah, this plus and minus root 2, na?
Yes, yes.
See, now what happens when you remove the square root? When you remove the square root, basically you get 2 answers. Okay, you're going to get 2 answers. Now what happens? Check. Suppose I'll take a perfect square, for example. I'll take a perfect square 4. Now tell me, what is square root of 4? What is square root of 4? What is square root of 4, beta? Square root of 4 is what? 2, which you basically know. But what happens? Check. See, 2 into 2 is going to give you 4. Okay, the fact is. Or say minus 2 into minus 2 is also giving you answer what?
Minus 4.
Minus 4. Check
No,
when
no, sir.
it is
Plus
plus 4. Understand? So that means when you remove factors of 4, okay, when you remove factors of 4, okay, you're getting plus 2 and minus 2 minus 2. So because of this, what you get? When you remove the square root, okay, when you remove the square root, you'll get 2 answers. That is plus as well as minus. Is this understood, beta?
सर
Yes, beta.
एक्सरसाइज 2 में आपने किया है उसमें 3/5 कैसे आएगा?
3/5.
एक्सरसाइज 2
Example 2. This 3/5. You're talking regarding 3/5, na?
या
See, now what happens is 9 का स्क्वायर रूट क्या है बेटा? 9 का स्क्वायर रूट
3
तो न्यूमरेटर आ गया 3 और 25 का स्क्वायर रूट क्या है?
5
तो आ गया 3/5. Is this understood, beta?
या
Yeah. Any more doubts, students? Any more doubts?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ask beta.
Sir, exercise 4 n का स्क्वायर इक्वल टू 5 कैसा है?
Example, which one you're talking beta? 4.
4. Yes, sir.
हाँ, इसमें इसमें क्या हो गया बेटा?
n का स्क्वायर इक्वल टू 5 कैसा है?
ये देखो, in this question, okay, you have already given minus 5n square plus 10 equals to 0. Okay, so that minus 5 would come down as it is. So minus 5n square. Now plus 10 is going to go to the other side. So that will become minus 10. Okay, so what you'll get is n square. Now as it is in multiplication relation, ये multiplication relation में है, तो जब ये दूसरी बाजू जाएगा तो ये डिवीजन जाएगा, मतलब ये डिनोमिनेटर बन जाएगा. So minus 10 upon minus 5. So what happens? Minus minus gets cancelled. Okay, becomes here. और 10 upon 5 कितना आएगा? 2. Is this understood बेटा?
Yes, sir.
Now we'll move ahead. So we'll move ahead. We'll move to the next part, solving the quadratic equations by completing the square method. Now this is also very important method. देखो आपको क्वेश्चन में स्पेसिफिकली दिया रहता है कि आपको solve by completing the square method या solve using the quadratic formula, ये से आपको स्पेसिफिकली बताया जाता है कि आपको एक कौन सा मेथड इस्तेमाल करके उसको सॉल्व करना है. ओके, तो ये नेक्स्ट वाला मेथड है, सॉल्विंग क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशंस बाय कंप्लीटिंग द स्क्वायर. नाउ परफेक्ट स्क्वायर ट्राइनोमियल्स. एग्जांपल्स: x square plus 6x plus 9, x square minus 10x plus 25, x square plus 12x plus 36. Now you have to create a perfect square trinomial. You have to create a perfect square trinomial when you're going to solve this kind of equation. I'll tell you how to do that. In the following perfect square trinomial, the constant term is missing. Check. मतलब आपको क्या करने का है, ये जो constant term, the constant term which is there, okay, you have to keep it blank. You have to keep it blank. So that means when you're going to solve this kind of questions, remember x square and x, the terms x square and x will remain on the same side. They'll remain on the same side, and constant would be kept blank and it would be shifted to the other side. So that means here you will always have this blank space for the third term which you have to add. Okay, there will be always a blank space for the third term which you are going to add. So to find the constant term by squaring the half the coefficient of the linear term, आपको क्या करने का है, आपको ये जो blank वाला जो constant term है, the blank constant term, okay, what you have to do is you have to find it, okay, you have to find it by squaring the half coefficient of the linear term. Okay, linear term मतलब क्या, ये x वाला half into coefficient of x. तो x का कोएफिशिएंट यहाँ पे क्या है, 14 है. हाफ का, सॉरी, x का कोएफिशिएंट यहाँ पे क्या है, 14 है. just a minute students. Yes, extremely sorry for the delay. Okay. Now, what you have to do is you have to take half the coefficient of the linear term. अभी यहाँ पे x का coefficient is what, 14. So to remove half of 14, half of 14, and you have to remove what, square of that. You have to remove square of that. So half of 14 means what? Half into 14. So that means 2 and 14 would be reduced. You get that as 7 square. You get that as what? 7 square. So what is 7 square? It is what? 49. It is what? 49. So that means this 49, whichever the value which you have got, okay, you are going to add it in place of this blank. You are going to add it in place of this 49. Understood? In this way, you are going to create a perfect trinomial. Okay. So what are the steps of creating the perfect trinomial? Perfect square trinomial. Okay. You have to take coefficient of x, half, and uska square. Is this clear to all the students?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now we'll move ahead. Now check here. X square plus 20x. So what would be there in place of this blank? What would be there in place of this blank? So coefficient of x is what? 20 here. Coefficient of x is what? 20. So what happens here is half into 20 or uska square. So half into 20 uska square. So that is what? It is half into what? Half, sorry, half into 20 is what? 10, because 2 and 20 would get cancelled. 2 and 20 gets cancelled, you'll be left out with 10. So 10 square. So what is value of 10 square? Is 100. So here you'll put 100 over here. You're going to put 100 over here. So x square plus 20x plus 100. Is this clear to all the students? Now next is x square minus 4x plus 4. Check. X square minus 4x plus 4. Now what you will do here? Come on, tell me. What will you do here? Come on, any student can answer. Yes. What will you do here for this? What will you do here for this? Find the coefficient of x. What is coefficient of x over here? Along with the sign you have to take. You have to take it along with the sign. So half into what? Minus 4. So 2 and minus 4 gets cancelled. You are left out with minus 2. And you have to remove square of that. आपको उसका square निकालना है. So minus 2 का square. What is square of minus 2? What is square of minus 2? What is square of minus 2? Come on, students. What is square of minus 2? Yes, Sanu Mishra, what is square of minus 2? It is 4. Yes, it's 4. Understood. So it's what? 4. You have to remember this check. A square of a negative number is always positive, and square root of a number is going to give you 2 answers. Okay. So what you'll get that as 4. So when you get that as 4, so what you will do is, in place of this blank, you're going to add what? You're going to add 4. You're going to add 4. Understood. So that becomes a perfect square trinomial. Now we'll move to the third example. It's x square plus 5x plus what? What do you have to add? What do you have to add? So now here what happens is half into coefficient of x. Coefficient of x क्या है? 5. So half into 5 और उसका square. Half into 5 और उसका square. So that is what. Now you cannot cancel this 2 and 5. So that would come as it is. So you get that as 5 upon 2 और उसका square. So what is square of 5? Square of 5 is 25. and square of 2 is what? 4. So what it is? 25 upon. It's what 25 upon. Understood? So what you're going to add? You're going to add 25 upon 4. Is this clear to all the students? We're going to add 25 upon 4 over here. In this way, you're going to create the perfect trinomial. In this way, you're going to create the perfect trinomial. Now we'll move ahead. We'll move ahead to the next topic. Now, how to solve this? Solving the quadratic equation by completing the square. Now solve the following equation by completing the square method. आपको this kind of questions you will be asked in the examination. That solve the following equation by completing the square method. So the equation is given to you as x square plus 8x minus 20. So what you have to do here, first step, हमेशा याद रखो, first step here. Terms with x on same side, only the constant term on the other side. So what happens is x square and 8x same side minus 20 will move to the other side. What I've done, terms relating with x, I've kept it on the same side and I've changed position of minus 20. Understood this? So what happens here is your equation is written as x square plus 8x equals to 20. Okay. The equation is written as x square plus 8x equals to what? 20. Is this clear to all the students? Now next is find the term that complete the square on the left side. So that means check here. You have to add these blanks. In place of this blank, you have to add a particular number. Now that number would be based on half into coefficient of x the whole square. So half into coefficient of x, that is means half into 8. Okay, half into 8. So this 2 and 8 gets cancelled, 4. और उसका square, देखो उसका square, then square it. So what is square of 4? 4 square is 16. So that's 16. Okay. You will be adding on both these sides. You have to add 16 on both these sides. So your equation is written as x square plus 8x plus 16 on one side, and on the other side it is 20 plus 16. Now we'll move ahead. Now, what happens here is, remember, always remember, this is in form of a plus b the whole square or a minus b the whole square. It will be always in the form of, it will always be in the form of, so it will be always in the form of a plus b the whole square or a minus b the whole square. Now here what happens is, check, x square plus, now 16 is actually what? 4 square. So what 16 is what? 4 square. So x square plus 2 into x into plus 4 square. Check. 8x actually, okay, when you make it a perfect square trinomial, check. When you make it a perfect square trinomial, understand this. Okay, the equation x square plus 8x plus 16, okay, is actually in the form of x square plus 2x4 plus 4 square. So that means it is in form of, check, a plus b the whole square. What is formula of a plus b the whole square? A plus b the whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Isn't it? Check, it is in form of a square plus 2ab plus b square. So x square plus 2x plus 4 the whole square. So what happens here is this is written as x plus 4 the whole square. This is written as x plus 4 the whole square. Is this understood by all the students? Is this understood by all the students? Any difficulty till here? So now here, what happens is, this is actually x plus 4 the whole square is what? X plus 4 into x plus 4. Check. 2 square. How you write? 2 into 2 na? So same way, x plus 4 the whole square. X plus 4 the whole square is written as x plus 4, okay, into x plus 4. So what happens? X plus 4 into x plus 4 equals to 36. Now, you want value of x, not x plus 4 the whole square. So what you will do again here, you'll remove the square root. What you're going to do, you're going to remove the square root. Is this clear to all the students? So when you remove the square root on both the sides, check. Take square roots on both the sides. Okay. So when you remove the square root on both these sides, what you'll get? X plus 4 equals to plus or minus 6. Get that as x plus 4 equals to plus or minus 6. So now we will find value of x. So x is what? Minus 4 plus or minus 6. So minus 4 minus 6, that is equals to minus 10, or minus 4 plus 6 equals to 2. Is this clear to all the students? Any doubts still here? Any doubts still here? You all can let me know. Any doubts still here? You all can let me know, because we are going to stop the lecture here.
So can we stop here?
Yes, ma'am. We'll stop
Vedant,
the
sir?
lecture here. Yes, we'll stop the lecture here, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.